Hey y'all, it's your girl Ken and welcome back to the channel Simply Serene. I'm really happy to be here with you guys, so let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Quick life update. I have returned back to work. So I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 3 years. I went back into the workforce about 4 months ago and I have been loving it. It was tough at first from being at home and having your own schedule, but it's been awesome just doing something that is propelling me forward in a different way. Please don't take that out of context saying that being a mommy does not propel you forward. That's not what I meant. I just think that if you're an ambitious person, you want to be ambitious in all avenues of your life. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Anyways, before the comments start commenting, one of the main things that I've been loving is getting dressed for work. And this leads me to what I want to talk about today, modesty. I did a video is modesty is more than just clothes. Essentially, that video was just stating that it's a heart posture. What's in your heart is what comes out. I've been really implementing that into my work life. I get to show more of my personality in my dress and my attire. So I'll be sharing with you guys a couple outfits that I have been wearing to work. If you guys have been following me on the channel, you know that I do videos of what I wore to work today, as you guys can see here. When I started the modesty journey, I had it completely wrong. I thought the modesty journey was all about what I wore. I thought that because you are on a modesty journey, you have to immediately start doing. And what I realized is that I don't immediately have to start doing anything. God will convict me along the journey. As long as I say yes to the journey and yes to the Holy Spirit and yes to the convictions, then I don't do anything else. From there, the Holy Spirit gets to work. I know a lot of you are like, oh, she speaks about modesty, but she wears her dresses above her knee. I just want to let you know, yes, I do wear my dresses above my knee, and I do not think that I am being immodest. I think one of the main things that people do is they look at man-made rules to justify what is okay to wear on your modesty journey and what's not okay to wear. Some people cover their hair on their modesty journey and it looks absolutely beautiful. And if that's something that the Lord convicted for you to do so that you can be steadfast in your modesty journey, by all means, I respect it and you do that. Girls hop on the modesty journey. It's trendy. Everybody's talking about it on YouTube and they get into it and it's so short-lived. Well, let me tell you why it's short-lived, because I did the same thing. The modesty journey is strictly a conviction of the heart. Let me give a really good example of this. As y'all know, I've been on the modesty journey. I wore a shirt. It was a halter top shirt. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think that I was trying to be inappropriate or fresh. I mean, my breasts were covered. My back was out because it's a halter top. I'll show you guys here so you guys can see it. I was out at Sam's Club. I was kind of feeling uncomfortable. I noticed I kept pulling up my shirt, or I kept like really adjusting it, and I was being very mindful of the shirt. And then I was like, this is making me feel uncomfortable. I shouldn't be wearing the shirt if I have to be so mindful of the shirt where it's making me feel uncomfortable. The Holy Spirit had spoken to me and was like, this may not be a shirt that you should be wearing, especially, you know, with your kids. That was my conviction. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get on here and preach, don't wear a halter top shirt, because again, that was my conviction. And that's why I always say that modesty ties hand in hand with maturity, because a lot of people will hear that or hear the conviction of the Holy Spirit and say, yeah, whatever. Everyone wears halter top shirts. My breasts aren't showing. I can do what I want and do as I will. Well, the problem with that is that you are hardening your heart of the Holy Spirit and of conviction. You are knowingly choosing to do as you want versus what the Lord or the Holy Spirit is telling you to do. And that's what we don't want to happen. So again, the modesty journey is just that. It is a journey. There are things that you might see me wear that you'll probably never wear. I wear tennis skirts. As long as they have the shorts under them, I wear leggings. I know a lot of people might say, well, that's not modest. For my modesty journey, I have not been convicted of that. Now, am I mindful of my tennis skirt? Yes, it has to have shorts under it. It can't show my backside or any of my cheeks. It does have to be appropriate, but I do still wear them. So again, everybody's journey looks different, and I really dislike, for lack of better words, how women come on YouTube and teach modesty as if it's really something that can be taught. I mean, I guess you can give the foundation. You want to be decent, you want to be professional in a professional environment. If you have friends with husbands, you don't want to go wearing clothes that are really revealing. Things like that, I think those are great things to teach. Why? It's working on the mindset versus just saying, hey, you have to wear a long skirt and it must pass your knees. I've wore a lot of outfits to work that are fashionable, that are appropriate, that don't scream, I need attention. I think if you carry yourself well, carry yourself as a woman of God, in your speech and how you treat people, I think everything, not I think, everything will align. Like when you feel convicted, fix it. Ooh, that kind of rhymes. When you feel convicted, fix it. I like that. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to show you guys some pieces that I recently thrifted. I will show you guys some cute fits. 1 second. So these are the pants that I thrifted along with the shirt, and I think it's really, really cute. I'll be wearing this to work tomorrow. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. I love that these pants actually come down long enough. Also, y'all, what do you think if I should wear a belt? OMG, OMG. This is even cuter than I thought. Now that I can see it with the white pants, y'all, this shirt. To think that it was $5 is absolutely, absolutely crazy. The details are everything. Okay, so we like this a lot. Think these pants might be too small. Your girl's been gaining a couple pounds. So I was definitely gonna offset it with a yellow bag. Now this bag is like a dupe of those trendy bags from the early 2000s, and this obviously is not real leather, but I did thrift this for $4. I absolutely love it. You can't tell me this isn't real leather. Oh yeah, this is super cute. Unfortunately, I can't wear it to work again because it's sleeveless, but I would probably pair it with, y'all, I can't find the other sandal, don't judge me, but I'll probably pair it with like a brown. That's cute. Or I can see what white looks like. The brown looks good. I don't know, white might look better. Let me see. Ooh, white looks better. White looks better. Unfortunately, y'all, I have something to do, so I can't try on the last outfit, but hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all be good. Bye. When somebody gives you rules on modesty, think of it as like a law. A law only reveals what is wrong and what is right. A law can only get you to think intellectually on how you want to live your life. Laws can't actually fix the problem. And that's pretty much the same with modesty. Modesty and wearing longer clothes and wearing shirts that come up really high, they don't actually fix the problem. The problem is underneath and in the heart. The problem is understanding who you are, understanding that you are Christ's daughter, understanding that, you know, there is some type of level of respect that we should have for ourselves and how we present ourselves. Since we are attaching our identity with the Father, our identity should match with the Father. When you try to follow the law and all the rules of modesty, it is short-lived because that does not fix the real root. Longer skirts aren't the remedy to low self-esteem. Longer skirts aren't the remedy to chasing a lifestyle that's of the world. Longer skirts and covering up your breast isn't a remedy for your desire for attention. I really hope this video helps and gives you guys some idea on what you can wear and still feel lovely and still feel beautiful. I am 31 years old. I don't want to dress as trendy and like everybody else. I actually want to look like my age. I have been blessed to gracefully enter my 30s. I want that to reflect. This video can be for teenagers. This video can be for women in their 50s. This video is for anyone who wants to really grasp on to the modesty journey. Again, I repeat, journey doesn't just happen. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.